Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while, I know, but I'm back. This was the last time I had blue hair. I did a 3, and I did not think that was like coming off completely. I still have some tiny hits in blue, and I haven't cut it since this day, but it's pretty much gone. You're gonna see after this. You'll see it eventually. One of the videos. Yeah, it's me cutting my own hair. I said I'd vlog that eventually, but I'm not going into detail. It's just kind of me doing it. More importantly, I have like a few weeks worth of sessions here. I think it's just 2 whole weeks of SBD. I don't know if it's any secondary stuff, but it's for sure SBD. I know that. I look like a jackass right there. Yeah, and I have this week's stuff, but I made this into one long video, and I'm not gonna show my face. It's gonna be almost a 10-minute video of the highlights, so should be coming soon. Just enjoy the ugly process of this haircut. You know what's cool about this, if you ever do it, I have a 3-way mirror, and the mirror behind me helps a lot in my bathroom. So it's 4 mirrors. I actually use that one the most. I don't even really use the side mirrors, just if you ever want to do that. So for sure, in terms of squats, those are blowing up because I'm not using any knee sleeves, no belt or wrist straps, and I can already see like the super duper raw progress because I went just like going really basic. I'm doing RP, like I said, and it's just like doing the same top sets and just adding reps. Like right here, perfect example is 350 for double, and it was really easy. It's a 7, but it even looks like a 6 right here, but let's call it a 7. And yeah, it's fast forwarded just to fit stuff on it. And then the squats, 302. I can't read it. As I'm doing this, I can't really read it. But whatever that is, 302, real easy, real light. Just getting used to my knees. It's more my knees. The bracing is a little tricky without a belt. Almost feels like I'm not bracing at all. And sometimes it feels like I'm inhaling without bracing and doing the Valsalva maneuver. But yeah, I don't care about bench. That's pretty steady though. Like I just did a Spotto today, and wait, no. Yeah, Spotto. I did Spotto. It was really easy. It was so damn easy. Like I said, I'm just keeping the weight the same and just like progressing on the volume. And that went up like 198, 5x6 was the easiest thing on earth. I could have done 5x7. I just don't like to get too close to my comp working sets, which is, I was 215 this past week. It's not going to be on here, but you know, I made the big mistake of before going too heavy on Larson and Spotto because I bench 3 times a week. Larson and Spotto are back-to-back days, Thursday, Friday. But I'm just like, especially because I'm just rebuilding brick by brick right now, starting light, but trying to keep them away, as far away as possible from my working sets and just work on volume instead of weight. Nothing wrong with the other way, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just doing things different, real slow, real steady. That's some really weak high bar right here. 231. Paused. I think this was 4x4. And I'm such a disgrace because, you know, the high volume phase is supposed to be anything like 5x5 and up, so 25 reps and up. So the fact that I did that, you know, sucks. Larson's feeling great. After that, it's still feeling great now. It's a 187. That's 183. I'm at 187, and then the week after, which was this week, I did 5x5, and then this week 188, 5x6 on Larson and Spotto, but Spotto was 198. So 5x6s are getting like amazing. I just love like that in terms of volume. Compared to like a 10x3, 3x10, sorry. It's done too fast. 3 sets it's boring. You know, today I just did Spotto, so I wanted to enjoy the working sets. So right here, what I was talking about, this is 376. I wanted a double at 7. Big overshoot. That was horrible. So I just stopped there. Didn't do the double. That's a fail. Did it again. I was like, maybe I get it if I do it again. I didn't warm up great. Just kind of jumped into this with like 3 warm-ups, even worse. If I got it, it would have been a 9, but now that I see it, I think it would have been a 10. Thought about it, nope, shook my head. It would have been a 10 if I went for it. I think I could have got it, but it wouldn't have been a 7. So 363 was the sweet spot for 2. This is why RP is so important. My first rep usually always sucks, so whatever. It's so important because the second rep was better. That was an 8, not a 7. It looks like a 10, but it was like an 8. That was last week, and it just didn't feel good. And this week, that's why I love RPE now. Before, I just didn't like it because, you know, if you're not realistic, you can overshoot and say it was light, like a 6 or 7. But I'm not unrealistic, so it doesn't really matter. This week, in terms of RPE, it went great. I did see 365. It's on my Instagram. 365 for 4, and that was 351 was first for 4, so I wanted to double what I did, 350, and I ended up doubling it, and I added more weight, so I just didn't feel good last week. That's all it really was. Yeah, this bench 236 double. Bench is okay. I mean, I don't really have much to say about bench, but I do, like I said, the accessories are going great for bench, and I'm just making sure I get as much back as possible, because we need our push to pull ratio. It's always low, and I mean, most people, not everyone. I think it should be at least 2-1, if not 3-1. I think my pull to push ratio, it's like 2.5-1, because I bench quite a bit too. But I for sure pull more than I push. The deadlifts, I'm just really getting used to the hook grips. Yes, 386 again for 2. That's all I'm really focusing on right now. Still got some baby thumbs. Yeah, the video should be ending soon. I'm not 100% sure, but it should be ending. I'm going to probably upload what I did this week. I'm uploading that next week, just to get, I don't know, just to make it a little bit more even with next week. I want to upload more. I just had a lot of stuff going on with applying for applications for school and all that mess and making money and everything. My nephew's first communion is Saturday, which is tomorrow. So yeah, I have a lot of things going on this week, but I wanted to, at the very least, upload this. Okay, I'm wrong. Here it is, 351 for 4. I did 350 with the red plates the week before that. 2 weeks before this. This was this week. 2 weeks before this. So that's 351 for 4. Okay, I'm crazy. This is this week's stuff. 351 for 4. I thought I was done there, and it was a 7 in my, like, I truly believe it was a 7. And I was like, let's go 365 instead of 363. And I did. And, I didn't care about the RPE. I just truly wanted to progressively overload. And I did. And honestly, like I said on my Instagram, it was a RPE of 7 to buttery, but I didn't care about the RPE. But if one was inclined to know, that's what it was. I'm really focusing on keeping my elbows like clinched tight under the bar. That's what Ollie really taught me when he was coaching me. Like you're shoulder pressing the weight. And just stay. I think this is the best my squats have looked ever, period. Because I don't lean over too much, and I really hit depth now, and without any gear. So I'm just really excited about squats because it's progressing the most, and deadlifts too. But like I said, it's hook grip, so I'm starting pretty light, pretty easy. I don't have my secondary stuff on this video. That's what I was saying. I got confused. I didn't have anything, but this is for sure 321 for 4x5. They were pretty easy. It just felt like a drag, and my hips started getting a little nagging pain like on the third set. I think this is the third set. I forget. I don't know if it's third or fourth, but squats were going pretty good in general. I always think to myself it's because I don't have any gear, but I used to, when I wore belt, knee sleeves, and wrist straps don't count, but belt and knee sleeves, I still felt like clicking pain in my, not clicking, but like nagging pain in my hip. My left one is usually the one, so it won't help you, like you have no gear for your hips, you know what I mean? So that's always going to be there, whether you wear gear or not. It's just about the hip mobility and the dynamic stretching, or just any kind of stretching you do, static dynamic mobility work for your hips. I wanted to do more than last week. Still going RPE. Triple last week was 236. I showed for 2. It's 231 for 3. I think I had like 1 rep in reserve. It was like a 7.5. It was like a big time miss group on the third one. If I had 1 more rep in reserve, it would have been like a hard rep though. But 1 tops. I know I could have done 1 more. Just that miss group really ruined it. And then it's funny, last week I did 215. It doesn't show on the video, but 215 for like a 4x7. And this week, no, 215 for a 4x6. And then this week took 2 pounds off, 213 for a 4x7. So one way just to manipulate, god damn it, manipulate linear progression. Okay, now for sure the video is getting soon. Did 401 for 2. And I've been doing 386 for 2, and it's really easy, so I know I got 401. And it was just I was just a little slippery. You have to really apply chalk a lot, because the non-knurling can be really slippery with sweaty hands, and I have sweaty hands. So 321, 405, real easy. And then, working sets was great. But that's pretty much the video, so there's really nothing else to say. Just getting used to hook grip. I'll see you next week with whatever. I don't have anything else to record, so I'll see you next week with more SBD.